Guys, welcome back. Game number 3 underway. GGL number 6. We're going to tune into the action that is already underway between Elroy Snoop Dogg Johnson and T-Dap versus Sean and Lala.
Yeah, Sean and Lala have a big mountain to climb. Because I think they're going up against the favorites. How could you not be the favorite when you've won every single Madden GGL ever?
That's 4. He's got quadruplets.
Yep.
So
named him.
He did.
All the Enos.
It's, what is it?
Gina,
Trina, Katrina, and Misdemeanor. Yeah. So there's a lot of them. We're going to check in on what's going on in that game. Still scoreless as they're just into the first quarter. Once again, thanks Weedats. Weedats came through in a big way with the chicken, french fries. I heard there's fish out there too.
Oof, it was so good.
You had fish?
Did not have the fish. Oh.
All right. Elroy juke right off the gate. All right, so here's what you got to wonder.
Yeah.
Going into this matchup, Snoop Dogg easily the favorite. Now, T-Dap, a new player here in the GGL. We haven't seen him live play yet. Now, I've seen him in the chat. I've seen him playing in the matches. But, you know, when the money's on the line, it's a little different story.
Yeah, always very different when you're waiting to when it's your turn on the line. It's easier when you're playing low pressure. Oh, can't find a hole. That's a big hit. That was a big hit there.
Took a hard hit there, yeah. You know, because he ran into those players and just had nowhere to go.
Yeah. Didn't trip, though. But then got crushed. Again, one of the biggest things with Madden and playing Madden Ultimate Team is your line, your offensive line. Can you make that? Can you make the holes there for the running back? In that case, nothing to do.
Said nowhere to go. Look at T-Dap. Just that player awareness. Doing man coverage.
Hey.
Nice picking up with the first there.
Yeah, nice little throw. Patrick Mahomes zipping it on into Jerry Rice. Everyone using Jerry Rice now. Solid hand, solid catch. Good speed, not great speed, but good speed, and that's first down.
You know, he becomes one of those players where there's certain players that are franchise players that when you look at them, especially when it comes to the Madden Ultimate Team, that almost everybody has on their team.
Yeah.
That's like, you know, are you going to run with Vic as your quarterback? Are you going to have Moss once the Moss card's released? You know, here's a fun fact about this game. So earlier today, that Moss card became available, and I actually was around, and I heard T-Dap specifically say, nah, I don't need it for these guys. So the level of confidence that T-Dap has right now in this tournament is extremely high. To say, hey, I don't even need Moss right now to beat him.
Oh, was that a pick?
Nah, he's able to bring it down.
Woo. It looked like could have been picked, but snagged away. Right there by Jerry Rice. Good throw, and look at this. Snoop on the defensive here.
You know, it does happen sometimes. So I will say this: when the money wasn't on the line, when it wasn't the GGL event, and you know, these guys play every single day. So they're out there, they're practicing, they're playing. You know, everyone's taken losses before. We've just never seen it here in the GGL.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, again, I think that's why it's surprising, and it's okay for us to be surprised about it. For now, Sean and Lala doing a solid job in the air. Haven't been able to get the run going. -3 yards.
Sean, this is his debut performance in the GGL too. So Sean really has something to prove here. He wants to establish that he's gonna be here. He's gonna be here for a while. He'd love to make it to the championship game. Oh, but just like that, see, he spoke it up. That's Elroy with a user pick.
Yeah, again, it's the same route. It's the verticals with the tight end coming across the middle. When it shows that everyone's down, I think you got to take one of those wide receiver shots on the outside instead. Pick over the middle.
Oh, big run. Oh, that's a good run. Oh, T-Dap's on his way. Up the sideline. This will be a shoestring type of pass. Oh, shaking the next way to the end zone.
Give me a little bit.
Oh, he's dancing. Oh, he's dancing.
Only want a little bit.
They're already excited. See how quickly the momentum
get the ball back.
You said surprised that he's playing a little defense. I think Elroy heard you because he instantly turned that defense into offense, and now they're 6 points away.
Yeah, he did, and that was a great run there by T-Dap to go around the corner. Yeah, he's using Bo, but again, we got to see on the opposite side, Marcus Allen not finding any holes there, not finding the right hole, and 7 points over here to the, I would say, future champions, former champions, favorites, champion favorites.
Fan favorites for sure.
That's smart. Smart play there by Sean and Lala, letting the ball go out of bounds. So you're starting up at the 40, and that's yards that now they don't have to feel too pressured to throw for.
So still early, pretty early on in this matchup. First quarter, just under a minute and a half remaining. But we've seen the team of Elroy and TDAP already on the board. Got 7 on the board. Ooh, looking for a big stop there.
I mean, again, the run just has not happened.
Hasn't been effective at all.
There's no run here for Lala and Sean. I think, again, if you go spread and start spreading things out, that's where they found success, but that's also where the pick is thrown, and it's so much more unreliable in terms of possession.
So let me ask you this. If the run game is not being effective, and you continue to go with the run game, and then you start going to the air, does that make your opponent more prepared for your passing game?
I guess we'll find out. I think, again, user catches. Oh, nice play there.
Nice, straight up the middle. Gonna pick up a first down there.
Yeah, just using the tight end arrow route, just coming right underneath and running like a triangle over the middle. It's a little bit safer. Again, middle, shorter passes means less picks normally, but if the user is not playing defense there.
Oh, look at that. Did you see that? Did you see it? If you blinked, you missed it. I can tell you what happened. Snoop got in that back line. That was a sack.
No, fantastic. Couldn't have said it better.
I haven't seen a sack that big since I went to White Castle a couple weeks ago.
Got it. That's a good one.
Yeah, that's what you crave.
Yeah. This is what you need to do here. I like this adjustment here by Sean. Throw it up.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all. You just get eaten up in the backfield.
He keeps waiting for so long.
It's almost like they lulled us into this false sense of security. They were like, hey, we're going to give you a very entertaining game. We're going to, keep Snoop at bay. We're going to say, T-Dap, we don't respect you not taking the Moss card. And
Yeah.
You know what they said? Okay, we'll punish you for it. Now we're looking at a 3rd and 25 situation.
That's too long. Again, I like the fact that the play that was called, they audible to it. Again, Snoop is playing press, playing hyper aggressive. He's begging them to throw it deep, and you have to take that shot, trusting yourself to go make the play. And unfortunately, they haven't been able to so far. In this case, Devontae Adams on the left side, one-on-one, not against Willie Brown, the shutdown corner. Give him a shot.
Sean sitting there. SQB gets it off early, under pressure. Almost another interception.
Quit fucking with Ken Houston, cuz. Get him up. You gonna learn to quit fucking with him, man.
It's not good.
Houston, we have a problem.
Say, you can't, what have I said? I've said time and time again, you cannot air out the ball and give the user that much time on defense.
Yeah.
Changing my screen and shit, nigga. Hold on. I ain't won this motherfucker yet. Get out of here, T-Dap. Get out of here!
Ooh.
Go home! Come on!
A little cute. I think a little too cute there on the bounce inside, but still a great job finding the hole early here and getting something going.
One's going a little bit. Oh. You know what it is. Yeah. He's running. Yeah. Trust. Yeah.
Bo Jackson almost breaking that one loose there. Just one tackle away. That was a good tackle.
See, Snoop Dogg really feeling it right now.
Oh, the truck stick. You line it up.
Follow me. Follow me.
Oh.
Now get out of here.
Oh.
Now make it home.
Oh.
Make it home before 3 o'clock. Give me 2 more.
Wow,
God damn.
that's just, he's making it look too easy.
Just follow me.
As soon as Bo Jackson gets his shoulder square to somebody, he breaks the tackle.
Yeah, let me tell you this. So, I've hung out here a lot, and Sean practices, he's been practicing for this tournament every day.
Every day.
This is not what I expected out of Sean.
Yeah. I agree.
I expected so much more.
He's playing Elroy, Denard, Jetson, and T-Dap.
T-Dap in his debut performance saying, hey, there can only be one winner in their debut.
Yeah.
T-Dap's first time here in the GGL, Sean's first time, but so far, not looking like Sean's going to be the one walking away with a win.
None, especially with the fact second quarter, it's been a lot in the air. Time really hasn't rolled off the clock like we thought it would. And so with more throwing coming out of Sean and Lala, this might be an invitation to the 40, if not 50 club.
Oh, we haven't seen anybody in the 50 club yet.
No.
Ooh.
So, I mean, it is Friday, so that means the club is open tonight.
This is true.
Lock up, D. Lock up. Man up. Man up. And you do know that.
He's rifling through his plays. I don't think he knows what he wants to call. Again, stacked box. you gotta take these one-on-ones and then just go make a play.
You know, at a certain point, frustration starts setting in. You're like, hey, everything's going wrong. We got to figure out something that can go right. Like,
I mean, it's a skill. You said Sean has been practicing. The biggest skill to practice is you take a 3-step drop, you lob it up, you click onto the receiver, and then you wiggle. You wiggle and go get that catch. But you have to practice that, and if you don't, it makes situations like this so difficult right now. They can't beat the pressure that's being thrown right now.
3rd and 12 situation, off balance, cross-body throw. I mean, if you had to give a school on how not to throw the football, I mean, that would pretty much be everything all in one.
Yeah, that was the video. Back to another punt here with ample time here for T-Dap and Elroy Denard. Ooh. Deshaun Jackson.
So you saw, Dion, did you see the switch off there? It was like T-Dap playing very unselfishly said, hey, you know what, you returned that. He was going to lead block for him.
Yeah. Might have led to that small return. Might not have been ready for it.
Oh, not able to get away from that one.
And you can see here, it was a little bit of a miscommunication. Snoop was supposed to step up, take that block. Instead, that's a sack. And you can hear him. He knows.
Motion.
Now, this is what you see when you see way in the backfield. It's like Houdini. He came out of nowhere.
Yeah. Interesting, again, no blockers there on that side. The guard on that side, or the tackle on that side, rotated in towards the middle. Von Miller wide open.
Now, such a big part of the game. Sometimes that's just it. You're seeing so much of the field, so many players. You're looking for the open man. You're looking, trying to be the open receiver, and you lose track of the defense, and the defense is able to get you in the backfield.
Yeah, 3rd and 30. This is our biggest one we've seen so far. We're making fun of them for 3rd and 25.
Yeah, but you know what? They have a very strong passing game, so 30 yards, not an insurmountable amount of yards to get here.
A little worried on this edge again. Keep your eye on the right side. No, they're dropping. They're not putting any pressure.
So much time. Look, Vic, all that time. Oh, look at that. Oh, can he keep it in bounds? Did the toes come down? And just like that, fresh set of downs, able to get both toes in.
Jerry Lee Rice.
Said both toes in before falling out of bounds. I mean, that's.
Jerry Lee Lewis.
Said, you know, you thought it was overthrown, but nope. Just enough to get it done.
Yeah, I don't know why Sean and Lala dropped off all the pressure they've been putting. There's been blitz after blitz. You got 2 big sacks, and all of a sudden you play like you're scared, and that happens.
I don't know why they've done almost anything they've done in this game so far.
You see before, I came across, they came across big 74.
Snoop was talking about taking one of the linemen, having them coming across the line, clear the way so that Bo could get the 6-yard gain. It is a nuanced skill when you're controlling the lineman, but it feels good when it works.
Oh, it shakes him off, Vic.
T.O. can't hold on. Torrey Holt. Which 81 is that?
Which legendary receiver is that?
T.O.
Owens. T.O. needed a T.O. before that one.
Yeah, he did. You need to come up with that catch there. Either way, 3rd and 4. Let's run it. Around the corner.
2 possession game, almost another first down. Look, just showing no respect for the other team, saying, hey, you know, 4th and 4, saying we'll go for it.
Yeah, you get this first. You get points there, 3 possessions. That's a lot to ask for, especially with the lack of. You got good pass rush. You just don't have a great run stop.
Yeah, you got nothing right now to stop this running game, so only need to pick up 4 yards, and really at this point, things are getting out of hand, especially with only 1:30 left in the second quarter.
I'm interested to see if they bring pressure this time. We saw what happened when Sean and Lala sat back. No one moving, so you're motioning to see what the defense does. Do they rotate with you if you play man, or do they slide because they're playing a certain type of zone? No motion.
Oh, look at he drops it!
All right, here we go.
That was, so, Dion, if you can break down for the newer Madden fans on there, I know a lot of people haven't played the newest Madden. there's a different mechanic that goes on when you're catching. It's not just, hey, I threw the ball and you automatically catch. Aren't there basically three different ways you can catch the ball.
Yeah, you've got the highlight reel catch, possession catch, and secure catch, and all those pertain to different buttons. Before it was always your top button, your Y or your triangle. If you tapped it, it was the highlight one. If you middle pushed it, it was normal. If you held it tight, it was always possession and get down. Oh, there we go. Oh, no, he's playing volleyball. And so with the new Madden 20, you're obviously rotating between the different buttons. And so that one needed a secure catch, didn't work out. Actually, both those needed secure catches, they didn't work out.
So this is a huge possession for them because what they would love to get on the board here. If you get on the board here, score before the half, one possession game, really change the tide of this entire game.
Yeah. Oh, and there it is again. The tight end play is where a lot of guys just feel comfortable. It's just in on the linebacker, and it seems to always be there, but also get picked off. So good user adjustments as a run. That's not so good.
Getting brought down to the backfield though. Gonna lose 2 there, 2nd and 12 situation, but still, we saw progress downfield, and that's what they needed.
Yeah, you're kind of in deep field goal range here. But again, you want to make this a one possession. You want to get down and score with 2 timeouts.
Oh, that's a big sack there.
Oh, man.
Oh, we're seeing a little intimidation over there by Sag.
Sag hopping in the frame and talking.
Yeah, Sag relentless, just hopping in Lala's face, showing off that donut medallion, because right now, as it sits, Sean and Lala sitting in the donut shop. Oh! Hey, good reception there. Able to bring it down.
Also interesting to note, T-Dap and Snoop taking a time out there, thinking that they were going to get the stop on 3rd, which they did, but on 4th down, it gives an opportunity for the guys to do something. Yeah.
4th and 6 situation. So they're just playing to get out of the donut shop.
Sag messed with them too much. They want to get out of the donut shop.
They said we'll take it. We'll take the 3.
Oh,
yeah, that's good.
That's good. All right.
So if you miss that, we got bigger problems in the GGL.
No donuts in this game either.
Yeah, Sag. So you can put that back. So far, no donuts. As we're sitting on a score of 14-3. Elroy, Denard, Jetson, and T-Dap versus Sean and Lala.
Sean and Lala need to come up with a cool team name. They don't have to change their names, but a cool team name here.
Sha-la-la-la.
Sha-la-la?
Yeah, there we go. Sha-la-la-la-la-la-la.
You're going way up there with the vocals, man.
Yeah. Just, me. Yeah. Stay in my lane. I'm steady commentating. Let the performers do what they do.
No, that's fantastic. I didn't know you had that in you. Learning new things every day.
Look at the focus of T-Dap though. Like T-Dap looks like he's playing in his living room. He's just chilling. He's like, yo, this is light work. Nothing for me to worry about. I mean, there's a lot for Sean to worry about right now.
Oh, no.
Oh, look at that. Oh, Vic on the keeper.
Yeah,
I remember that from Madden 2001. There were like 2 plays you ran. It was Vic on the keeper, and Vic with the deep routes.
Yeah.
That's all you really played.
Who was that? Was that Peerless Price? I think was the wide receiver for the Falcons at the time. You had Peerless Price, and then you had another.
Look at all that time Vic had though. So much time.
God, I think it was Peerless Price. I'm trying to remember. There's one other dude that was just a speed dude.
As we expand the GGL, we'll get a GGL fact checker.
Yeah.
We'll work on that.
Yeah.
That's coming.
Was that halftime? Missed it. Yeah, halftime. All right, cool. I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah, you do that.
I'll while we are still working our way up, I'll fact.
So while you look that up, make sure you look up Steve's Goods, where you use code Snoop Dogg and get 25% off all your CBD product needs. Flag on the play. The atmosphere shifted in the room now. Game number 3. Everyone watching, observing Snoop Dogg as he plays. The favorite, getting in the backfield. You can't get sacked like that. You can't get brought down. 2nd and 17. We've seen some big sacks so far in these games. The question is, at one point, the teams have to even back out because we've seen very dominating at game number 1, blowout. Game number 2, blowout. Game number 3, on the verge of another blowout.
Yeah, a stop here would be huge. Actually, oh no, it was I forgot. Sean got the ball, but gets the ball because they stopped him on the first drive. So an opportunity here to close it out, but not at 3rd and 12.
I mean, and we're in the third quarter. There's 3.5 minutes left. Still a 2-possession game. There's a lot of improvements you'd have to make in a little bit of time.
There it is. Here's your matchup on the left side. Throw it up. Throw it up. Oh.
You felt that. You felt that. The opportunity was there. You just couldn't switch off in time to get there for the interception. But they're going to have to kick it away.
Yeah, and I think that's the right move here, but just
Is it, though?
a wasted opportunity. Yeah, it's 4th and 12. I think if you get something there, it helps out. But
It's 4th and 12 on the verge of being 3 and 20.
yeah, but they have stopped them before. They stopped them before.
They have.
An opportunity to hold.
Yeah.
I think it's different if you're like in a shootout and you just gotta, you play with all 4 downs. Whereas here, you've seen a little bit of defense.
Yeah, Elroy running QB. T-Dap in the backfield. Big truck there. User truck by T-Dap. T-Dap's not messing around.
He's not messing around. He did lose 2 yards in that one.
Now,
right?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's a big user truck and still lost 2 yards, but the play looked good.
It-
So if the hole's there, next time, different story. Oh, shit, out of the shoes. Oh, that's Elroy. Oh, it's Elroy. Oh, he's going back and forth. Oh, he's going to the house. He's going to the house on him. Dion, I wish we had instant replay. If we could see the way he juked him out of the shoes.
I see you.
That was,
That's all.
we got to see a great example.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah.
Just watch this.
Please, I see next to your Uncle JC. We did things together. Yeah, good
We got to see an example of T-Dap
did things
and his
together.
running skills when he had possession of the ball. This
Number
time we
3,
get to see
JC,
Snoop.
same
And
side as
that was
me.
sick.
Oh, for those of you all, just tuning in, wondering what's going on, the verge of a massacre.
I'm getting you a NEXX burger on me. What you want on your burger?
Said 21-3.
Yeah.
Snoop Dogg and T-Dap versus Lala and Sean. Not a great debut for Sean so far in the GGL. Ooh. Lala, surprising out of Lala. We've seen better performances out of Lala. I think at this point you got to wonder, is the idea of winning $10,000 just becoming too much for some of these players?
I think that might be part of it. I also think they're kind of outmatched right now. You're just seeing a team on fire.
Another user pick. Oh, Eddie's running the house again.
Is that GGL?
Oh, Eddie's going off. All right, you got. Let me ask you this: with 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter, you're up 27, soon to be 28-3. At what point do you say, you know what, this one's over?
Now, right now. I think, again, right, you got yourself out the donut shop, so you've already achieved that goal. Now what do you do?
I think the next goal has to be you got to get into double digits. You got to get a touchdown, at least a field goal, because otherwise you don't want to lose by 25. You also don't want to run out of bounds right there.
Yeah.
With 25 yards of open field in front of you.
Again, let that bounce, and it probably goes out of bounds. Unlucky. But I think it's these kind of small mistakes that are putting Sean and Lala behind.
Look at how far back in his own territory he is. And you know the rush is coming. You know it's there. You're not shit out.
Lawrence Taylor shipped his ass.
Lawrence Taylor just...
You're going to lose 2 yards. You're in a second 12 situation away from your own goal line.
That was a generational hit stick right there. Lawrence Taylor destroying Marcus Allen.
Oh, Degon, what do you got on that safety? Anything?
No,
Give you 2-1 odds.
no, not yet.
Give me that. Oh! I wanted that one.
That would have been the shortest run back for a touchdown in GGL history.
That was the safe play. You just swatted rather than going for the pick. I think even if you hit it late, that's a pick. You're finding very conservative play calling here, and you need to take a shot. Like, he's daring. There's no one 5 yards back. Just take the snap, throw it up. Hey.
Oh, my God. Oh, wow. That's how many user picks? Can someone pull up those numbers for us? How many user picks does Elroy have in this game alone?
I think it's 3.
We'll score an hour later.
I mean, at this point, So close to the 30 club. D-Dot, we may see the first. It's potentially, we could still see the 50 club. We haven't seen the 50 club yet.
There we go.
First thing to get in the 30 club. Oh, wow. The spin. Just walking into the end. Someone check the comments. Let's get into regulation comments.
Bo Jackson. I mean, what can you
Bo
say?
Jackson over here.
The real
The
Bo
one that
Jackson.
was on the screen earlier. I don't know if he's as real as this one.
35-3. D-Dot, at a certain point, you have to wonder, did they practice at all? Because they clearly were not ready for this onslaught of offense. Oh, yeah. Oh, so unlucky. So unlucky. As quickly as I said 35-3, what I meant to say was 37-3.
That's rough.
Yeah, that's,
I don't know what to say.
yeah, I didn't think I'd get to the 40 club this soon. I saw potentially the 40 club coming, but I didn't realize it would happen like that. Ain't shot time.
Oh, at least it was a big hit. Something to build upon there for Sean and Lala, because
At most, it was a big hit.
I mean, at least in terms of all of the day, all of the game.
That's a rough day for Sean and Lala. You know, somebody make sure they get a plate, get some food.
Yeah, have an adult too.
Yeah. Big shout out to NEXX Burgers for coming through, and Weedats. Weedats coming through with the chicken
That was so good.
and fries. Everybody.
Turned away.
I turned over for 1 second, and there's gonna be another touchdown on the board. This is embarrassing.
Honey rabbit.
What's happening right now? If you're wondering what the score is a lot to a little. Snoop,
They say this is a big
Snoop and T-Dap, 44. Sean and Lala, 3. So, already we have 40 club.
You want to take him to
And
pound?
there's a minute and a half left in the third. We can see the 50 club. We might see the 60 club at this point.
60 Club.
That has never happened in GGL history. No one has gone to the 50 and then the 60 club.
Yeah, and I don't think there's enough points for Lala and Sean to try and score to make this okay.
It's mathematically impossible for them to come back at this point. There's not enough time on the clock for them to come back at this point.
I would say that's very close to true. But either way, I don't know what Sean and Lala do. Oh, there we go.
Oh, okay. All right. It was good until he ran into his own play.
Yeah.
That was good.
Isn't that crazy? That was like a 30-yard run, and now he has 11 yards on the day.
Well, because when you're like negative, like 150 yards in the first quarter,
Yeah.
you have to work your way back.
Yeah. And again, they had a decent opening drive.
Nope.
Oh,
And there's, those 11 yards pretty much almost got all taken away right there.
5 yards.
Second and
Teamwork
16
makes the dream
situation.
work, man. This team
Again,
chemistry is a motherfucker.
You've got to
My OC is the shit.
early snap, take your shot. Devonta Adams on that other
Oh,
side.
I like this defensive play call.
Let's take a peek.
Give me
Got the hand on it, up for grabs. Nobody wanted it though.
That's a great swat down at the end zone.
It's the
Or at the line of
between
scrimmage.
these two. Obviously, we've seen so many games, so many wins between Dog, but T-Dap coming in and showing he can hold his own.
Yeah.
Julius. Here comes Julius.
Something else you could do. You could probably run a screen here because he constantly is blitzing. I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you just joined us, welcome to game number 3, GGL
Welcome.
number 6.
This
Going
is
down.
one
If you'd
heck
like
of
to
a
be a part of the chat, make sure you tune in, mixer.com/Snoop Dogg.
Hey!
A bright ray of sunshine is going to shine down upon Sean and Lala.
You on the left. I clicked over. You I'm like, that nigga.
You a jerk. Oh, you a jerk. Jerk.
I know. I know.
Good shit.
Sean's face, a little bit of relief there.
You
A
know,
little relief.
he's want to get in double digits.
Double digits gets a touchdown.
Yeah, double digits. There you go. Put 10 points on the board. Now you're only down by 34.
We're still in the third quarter.
Oh, that's right.
There's a long way to go.
There's a lot of football left. I mean, we have not yet seen the 50 club. I'm curious about it. I don't think we're not even prepared for that.
No, we don't have a chain or.
Yeah, we don't have a celebration for the 50 club.
Oh. That could have been a fumble. He was juking in the middle of getting hit, Stick. Oh, this game's getting stretched out here. only a 5-possession game.
Only a 5-possession game with only 4.5 minutes left in it.
Yeah.
Oh, if that's not a first down, that's gonna be like inches.
Inches. What I like about this is that was just a good throw. And against better defenses, you need to be able to make those.
Oh, look at all that time. With so much time, so mobile. Ooh, that could be a pick. And he brings it down. If everything, you can't write a script where so many things go right for one team and wrong for the other team.
Yeah, I think that's just a little bit of user error for Sean and Lala. You got to go forward and attack.
Right there, right up the middle. Took it up the gut. Is that going to be a first or just short?
That was a great
Is
play
it?
call.
A little 2nd and 1.
A little short as we move to the 4th quarter.
4 minutes. That's so much time.
There's too much time. Run the ball.
No. They said, no, we're not going to run the ball. They said we're going to get a first down. We're going to go inside the red zone. We're looking to put them in the 50 club.
This should be a pick.
Little song and dance. Oh, man. Oh. I mean, what is that? That's at least 2.5, maybe 3 seconds of wasted time that you spent running the wrong direction.
Yeah. That was an opportunity. Cut it from 5 possessions to 4.
Yeah. All you need is 4 of those. Able to bring that one down, though, so going to grab another first down. But at this point, the offensive production that we're seeing this late in the game, if we would have seen it earlier, we might have had a much closer game on our hands.
Yeah. Just unlucky. Here's an opportunity here. The coverage is there. Audible to the outside. Jerry Rice.
Oh, that's a user
God.
that's a pick.
Ken Houston.
So, Degon, what have I told you? Time and time again, if you launch that ball and lob it like that, it's in the air way too long. Dog has too good of user skills. It's going to come down every time.
I just think that you have to do that when they're pressing that much. However, the issue is he's throwing it on the safety side. Do it on the corner where it's one-on-one. Every time the Dog's had a pick, it's been on the safety side, so it's the safety that he's controlling, and he's using Kenny Houston.
So right now, we're going to see Dog is on, Dog was controlling a wide receiver. He was ready to run that deep route.
Well, they've been using the run-pass option, right? You can press the snap button twice in the middle of the handoff, and then it turns it into a pass play, which is pretty
Look at
unique and
Vic
fun.
with so much time.
Chuck it.
Nothing but open field, space, opportunity, good pass, nice reception. Going to pick up another first down. 2.5 minutes remaining, up by 34. A touchdown here puts you in the 50 club. Oh, no! Can't even break it down. It's like you were saved. That was your chance. You should say, hey, I can make the bleeding stop right here. But no, instead, you leave the door wide open for a shot at going into the 50.
He doesn't want it.
Look at that. So much time. Vic on the key. Yeah, Vic going to pick up the first. Vic going to run it in. Ladies and gentlemen, GGL number 6, the very first entrant into the 50 club.
This is a big rich town.
Elroy, Denard, Jetson, and T-Dap just put Sean and Lala in the 50 club.
You know, and it's funny because Sean goes, hey, that's on me, dog. And Lala said, I know. It's breaking down.
Oh, man, that's hard to see. That's hard to see.
I never took the...
You know, here's the thing. So for those of you all that are new, especially the people that just joined us in the chat, welcome. So glad to have you guys here. Here's the thing. These guys play
So much.
virtually every single night. So when I say every night, I mean, you're talking, if you want to know just the dedication of Snoop Dogg alone, this man goes on stage, performs, and then we'll get off stage and then get on Madden.
Yep.
So this isn't just, hey, we do it for the GGL. These players play every night. There's real trash talk that goes on. They got the group chat. They got the text chat. A lot of things going on between all these players. So the level of skill is already very high between all the players involved. So just to see the separation between this team and the team that they're playing just shows you how advanced these players really are.
Yeah, and I mean, I think it shows how advanced Snoop is. I will say that we've kind of had some not kind of. We've definitely had some lopsided games, and as we move closer and closer to the semis, then we'll start seeing some of the heavy hitters go back and forth, and hopefully see a little bit more even-keeled games rather than these lopsided wins.
D-God, now here's the thing.
Yeah.
In the next game, the final game that we have in round number 1, we got Dan Rue and EA
Yeah.
versus JC and Sheldon. Now here's why this promises to be probably the best game we've seen in round number 1.
Why?
Well, first of all, we got JC and Sheldon. Both of them have made it to the finals, have played against Dog, and unfortunately lost in the finals, but they made it there, which means they beat almost everyone else in this room to get to that point. Now, on the other side of the ball, you have Dan Rue. Dan Rue was one of Dog's, teachers when it comes to Madden.
Yeah.
So Dan Rue was like the GOAT before, Dog really started taking over the GGL league. He was like a mentor to at least 6 players in this room. So you got to wonder, when you have such high caliber players in one game, you're really going to knock out one of the best potential teams in round number 1.
Yeah, I'm hoping so, because it's not looking so good so far for everybody else in these first 3 games. And I think that, we've seen Dan Rue talk a lot. He's talked about his skill set. Everyone has talked about him a lot, and so it'll be cool to see him in action. And against a solid team that it's not just a pound in here.
So I was going to kick it away. Oh, short kick. Just about a minute remaining in this matchup, 50-10.
Thank God.
You know what? After this match, I think we gotta send Bailey down there to talk to Dog. The first ever 50 club moment in GGL history.
Yeah.
Oh, crossbody throw, able to still bring it down. It's almost like if anyone else makes that throw and that you don't bring it down. You don't catch it.
Right.
But these guys have just found the secret sauce that works for them.
Yeah, again, T-Dep's impressed at quarterback. We've seen Snoop's offense. We got to see his defense on display, and it looks very normal. But here on offense, it's been T-Dep running the QB spot and looking pretty good.
I mean, just look at the amount of time, the awareness of Vic. Oh, going to that, I refuse to get excited there.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know if my heart can take that at this point. At this point, a 40-point lead with 42 seconds remaining.
Still throwing.
And still going deep. He wants it.
Oh,
Drops it. A rare drop out of Elroy. At this point, D-Guy, you just got to wonder, is this just practice? Are they, we'll toss out a few plays.
We've seen it from the top team so far over and over again. Now it's hey, we're going to run the same play. I'll keep trying to find it. Oh,
that one's going to just squeezing through those uprights.
Yeah. Yeah. But a pick here could be the 60 club invitation.
No, there's no way.
Sean
31 seconds? There's no way they're so irresponsible they turn over this ball and get in the 60 club.
Well, you're speaking life to it.
There's no way.
You're speaking life to it.
You know what they do here? They say, hey, GG. they run a running play. They don't look for an extra hit stick so that the ball gets knocked loose. You call it a day here. At one point, you just got to cut your losses.
Oh.
I didn't mean get sacked in the back.
Oh, no.
That's not what I meant.
They're going for the 60 club. They call timeout.
Oh, 2nd and 14. It's already never been done the 50 club. Now, T-Dap, he's like, hey, man, let's put him in the 60 club.
Yep.
That's
brutal. Welcome to the GGL. Oh, nothing.
Yeah, I'm going to call another timeout. 3rd and 14 situation. Basically, if you can get a stop here, you're going to get a shot at the end zone.
That's true. I think you'll get it back with 13 seconds. 12 to 13 seconds. And so that could be 2 plays if you get it.
Why did you stop?
Oh, no.
They were just like, we'll just stop. We'll just wait. We'll just wait for the hit.
We already know this is happening.
All right, so they're going to use that. They're going to use that last time out there. They're going to kick it away, 17 seconds. You might actually get 2 shots at the end zone.
Let's see where the punt goes.
If we can run it and get kept it in bound. Okay, you'll get 1 good throw at the end zone.
Yeah, I think one, maybe two.
Either one quick pass because it's wide open, or you're gonna get, two quick passes, or you get one good shot at the end zone.
Yeah.
He said I was turning my Xbox off. Oh, here's your one shot at the end zone. Oh, not like that. You can't let him bring. Okay. All right, because if you let Elroy bring that down, that's just. I don't know if you're playing the GGL after that. GG's in the chat. Elroy and T-Dap going to be moving on. Unfortunately, that is the end of the road for Sean and Lala.
Might be fortunately, because then they have an opportunity to go practice.
You know, they're going to have a lot of time to go practice. That's we're still in round number 1.
Look at the scoreboard there at the end, though. It was 7:30 in the third quarter. That was insane.
They really turned it on in that third quarter. You got to wonder, like, were they playing around with them, just giving them a false sense of security those first 2 quarters?
Maybe. I think that there were a lot of self-inflicted wounds, though, by Sean and Lala, and as you said, his first one, it definitely showed.
The shift in offense was absolutely crazy. All right, guys, so up next, the next game that we're going to prepare for, you guys have been waiting for it. He's been known as kind of the ghost of this Madden tournament. Never actually been through a full tournament, but Dan Rue has made an appearance almost at the championships before. He's been like that elusive, hey, can you beat Dan Rue? We've only heard whispers about it. Well, guess what? Next up, we're going to see Dan Rue and EA versus JC and Sheldon. That's the last match of round number 1. Guys, this is the GGL number 6. My name's Hollywood. This is D-Gon. Thank you guys for tuning in on Mixer.com/Snoop Dogg.